Do you always go barefooted in your shop? Not usually, but I rarely wear pants. Hey, Julio Not Julio is back. Remember last week we slid him out of the room? Look what he built. It's a pine pedal board, but he still missed out on David Hasselhoff. Where would you like the doctor to take you? I don't know, maybe In-N-Out Burger? Maybe if Amy Pond could come along too. What happened to my hidden coin maze? I still have it, let me go get it for you. Wait here, don't go anywhere. Julio, you can go do something, I'll be right back. I'm back. Here it is. I found something else too. This is my coin maze. This was really fun, and it's an older video. You put a dime in one side and you have to get it out the other side. It's a maze inside that goes up and down and all around, but that's a great project. Look what I found up there. You know what this is? It's the world's tiniest bandsaw box. Look. It's actually a scroll saw box. I made that on a scroll saw. How do I prevent the sawdust from affecting my camera? Actually, the sawdust doesn't seem to affect it at all. It was one of my main concerns when I got my camera. It isn't an issue. It's never bothered. I do have a UV filter on the front just to protect the lens. Talk about the depth of dado and rabbet joints on plywood. My rule of thumb is just to do it halfway. So on 3/4 inch plywood, I use a 3/8 inch depth of the dado. And to tell you the truth, I don't really think it's that critical. I think you can go a little over, a little under. All it's really doing is just giving you extra gluing surface. I suppose you don't want to make it so deep that you only have like one layer of plywood on there. So I think half is fine. There's actually a video out where a guy does some testing on it. It's the Down to Earth Woodworker. He did tests on all of this, so that may be of some help to you. What camera and microphone and editing software do I use? I use a Canon T4i. I use a Rode microphone. I don't use the shotgun mic. I use kind of the omnidirectional, and I use Sony Movie Studio to edit. Chris Pine wants to have an update on some of my outdoor projects and see how they're holding up. And by the way, Pine is a great name for a woodworker. Yeah, let's go take a look. All right, coming outside of my shop, you can see my rustic potting bench, which was made all out of pallets, and we use that thing all the time, still holding up really well. Come around this way, past the pond, up these stairs is my Pallet wheelbarrow project. A lot of people have made that, and it's still holding up really well. In fact, it just looks better and better as it ages. Okay, over here, this is one that was kind of controversial at the time. This planter box right here, I made it as an experiment to see how long something like that would last with absolutely no finish on it. So it's been 2 years now, and I don't know, it looks great. It hasn't rotted away or anything yet. Here's a little side table made out of pallets. I really like the way that these are aging. And coming across my deck, we have not planted anything yet this year into this herb garden, but we probably will pretty soon. It's all holding up really well. The stain on that still looks nice and red. These things I was also concerned about, these planters, which are just glued together with lap joints, and the glue is holding up really fine. It's a testament to Titebond 2, I guess. I got another one over here. Over here right now is my park bench made out of 2x4s. It's just temporarily here. I'm going to move it down by the pond pretty soon. Let me head up the front stairs and I'll show you something that's very old. This welcome mat. I made that out of redwood, and that gets daily use, and it has for at least 3 years now, and just as strong as ever. I really like this. A lot of people mention that when they come over. Here's another project from a couple years ago, this gate, and the only problem with that is for some reason it's warped down here at the bottom, and I've tried fixing that. Let me show you the back side. I've put a turnbuckle on there and cinched it up, and it just won't fix. So I just live with it. And of course, everybody always asks me about my purple bench. Well, here it is, and it's next to these purple flowers, which makes it look really nice. I'm really happy with the way that turned out. I think it looks great in our yard. I also made this boardwalk here long time ago, and I stained it once with some sealer years and years ago. Haven't touched it since, and it looks pretty good. Also, if you look really closely here, way over there, you can see the San Francisco Bay. That's our bay view. All right, here's the whirligig. It still works really well. In fact, it's kind of loosened up and it works even better now. It spins really easily. I lost one of the logs off of there. In fact, here it is. But other than that, it's all still together. Here's my porch swing bird feeder. I forget to put bird food in it, so it's usually empty. But, you know, it looks pretty good out here on the fence.